I get a lot of people ask me about doing a workshop, and so I'm going to go into the details in this video, what the benefits are and the requirements if you want to do a workshop with me. And I'm actually looking for new workshop hosts for spring, summer of 2021. So if you're not interested, you can probably skip this video. It's going to be a bit dry. But if you are interested, stick around. We'll get into the details. So first I'm going to go over the benefits of why you should do a workshop with me. And I've been doing cob workshops since 2014. And so if I come in to do a workshop with you, what I'm providing is construction help with your cob walls and consulting on the project. And I'm also providing event setup and event advertisement. So as the host, you don't have to really do much as far as the event organization or hands-on during the workshop. But with all that said, I want to make a disclaimer that as a workshop host, me coming in with a team, we're only doing construction on the cob walls. So there's a misconception that you can hold a workshop for a week and you come away the end of that week with a completed building, which is not true. I don't know of anybody who can put up a building in 5 to 7 days. So the reality is it's going to take probably 8 to 10 workshops to complete the walls on your cob building. So be prepared for a series of workshops. Now, the requirements that I have, these are my personal requirements. If you want to do a workshop with me, everybody's a little different. But first of all, as the workshop host, you need to provide the location, obviously, preferably rural land, somewhere in the southeast, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, South Carolina. That's kind of my main region. If you want to work outside that region, I'm willing to, but you're going to have to pay more in travel expenses and lodging for me. So that's going to be up to the host. The other requirements, you need to have the foundation completed and in place well prior to the workshop. So it's not like a couple days before. We need to have all that stuff prepped well ahead of time, as well as materials. You need to provide materials, so you have to be able to pay for materials, tools, and rentals. Dirt, sand, straw, mostly. So materials in general is not going to cost a whole lot, but you have to have the foundation and all the other components prepared, which adds up. Rentals, you have to have a mortar mixer. Because we're doing cob, I require a mortar mixer for mixing the material, which on the high end is usually about $500 per week. So not extremely expensive for the host. And I'll make a side note here. For every workshop I bring in, I'm bringing the workshop host about $5,000 in value. So if you compare the value you're receiving to what you're paying, you're still receiving a lot of great value. I require personally for my travel expenses and my lodging to be paid. Again, the closer I am to you, the lower that expense is going to be. You also need to provide lodging arrangements for students. That should include free camping on site and at least have rentals nearby in town so that they can rent a place if they want to stay off-site. And you need to have running water and electricity at the workshop site because that's required for the building process and keeping people provided with what they need. And so that's basically the benefits and requirements. Now I'm looking for 1 or 2 people for 2021. So I want people who are serious, that have a plan, people who are very invested in their own project. The more invested you are in your project, the more invested I'm going to be in giving you a successful result. And the host needs to have the finances to back their project. I don't want to work with people who are trying to skimp on every little item. It just makes things a lot more difficult. I want you to come away with a quality building. So we need to have the resources. So if you're an action taker and you want to do a series of workshops with me, please get in touch. Let's see if we can make something happen. Just shoot me an email to alex@thiscobhouse.com and send me kind of the rundown of your situation, what we've talked about in this video, and we can talk from there. So I look forward to talking with more of you and hopefully working with more of you soon. Thanks.